And a professor at James Madison University, alongside with several students, are part of a team making new discoveries in the field of particle physics. WHSV's Taylor Rosari has the story in this week's Tell Me Something Good.
Tell Me Something Good, sponsored by Domino's, serving free kindness with every order.
Physicists describe how the universe works at its most fundamental level through a theory called the Standard Model. Scientists from around the world, including a JMU professor and several students, have contributed to groundbreaking discoveries challenging that theory.
And we're measuring that precession to unprecedented precision, parts per billion.
Dr. Kevin Giovannetti is a professor in the Physics and Astronomy Department at James Madison University and one member of a team of 200 scientists from around the world who for well over the last decade have been researching into measurements of a particle called a muon.
We experience muons in terms of cosmic rays because when particles hit the outer atmosphere, they produce muons, and muons are cascading down as part of the stuff that's coming from the universe.
Giovannetti and the rest of the team work out of the Department of Energy's Fermi National Accelerator Laboratory in Illinois. He and his students contributed alongside the University of Virginia to build a power management system for the experiment.
If you were to go in the ring, which is where the experiment is done, and look at the detectors which are mounted on the inside of this ring, you would see a panel about that big and a box behind it with our power supplies, and they say these are they're referred to as the JMU power supplies.
That latest experiment producing the most precise measurement to date of a muon, now called G-2.
We know where the muon is, we know exactly what the field is that it's experiencing, and we can calculate in principle what we expect that muon to do.
The discovery setting a showdown between theory and experiment.
Believe me, every single physicist in the world would be totally excited if we could break the Standard Model. It's more interesting to break a fundamental theory than it is to confirm it, at least at this stage.
Giovannetti says the next steps for the experiment are to post the results of their latest runs. Those will come out in 2025. As he reflects on the experience, he says, although large, the research team has become almost like family.
Always questioning whether or not, am I making an impact? Am I making a contribution? Am I smart enough to deal with all these brilliant people? If you feel comfortable in your collaboration, it's a very positive thing.
Ultimately, Dr. Giovannetti says he is eager to continue to see additional discoveries made and more questions about those fundamental rules of the universe come to light. With this Tell Me Something Good, I'm Taylor Rosari.